Just like this. Do that for me. Okay, what I said, heels and toes together. Stand just like this, heels and toes together. How do Marines stand?
At attention.
At attention, 45 on the feet, right?
Boom.
Every single time, Marines, screw that up. Because you get taught from day one how to stand. And when I say heels and toes together, Marines don't follow that directive. Not because they're doing it on purpose, it's because of how they are trained. But from my side, everything I'm doing from the time you put down your window, it's going into my evidence to arrest you. Not being able to follow simple instructions, toes together, falls into that category. Okay? First thing all of us do, regardless of agency or anything we deal with, we're going to break out little forms that we use to jot down all of our information. On one side of this, it's questioning. I'm not going to go through all this stuff in detail. I'm just going to give you kind of an overview of it. And while they're standing here at attention, heels and toes together, standing like I said, everybody see how the good sergeant's hands are? Standing like a Marine does. Thumbs along your trouser seams, standing like you're supposed to. Problem is, I said hands, heels and toes together, stand just like this. Stand just like this. Simple instructions. Cannot follow simple instructions. Okay. Then we're going to start asking questions while they're standing here. And the stuff I'm asking is, anything wrong with your car? That may determine why it was weaving. You got a tire that's about to fall off, whatever. Sick or injured, bump your head, diabetic, epileptic. Diabetic stuff, who knows what a sign of a diabetic issue might be? I know Corbin will know. What does your breath smell like? It was a diabetic issue. You'll get a sweet odor. Okay, all of us from our side, we're trained a lot on what alcohol looks like, what drugs look like, what medical conditions look like, so we can tell the difference. If we pull you over, but you've been weaving back and forth, and it's a diabetic issue, we call paramedics, off you go, we don't go any farther with it. But we pull you over and smell alcohol, we end up here. Okay? So we're not out to take you to jail for having a medical condition, but we still have to investigate it, get you off the road before you do hurt somebody, but there's not going to be a crime involved. Okay? Your doctor's care take any meds? Like I said before, a lot of Marines, a lot of heavy meds coming back from overseas. We need to know that because that plays into why you may be acting the way you are acting. When did you last sleep, eat? Do you know what time it is? Do you know what date? Alcohol suppresses everything. You think time's gone farther than what it is or slower than what it is. You tell me, I ask you what time it is. You say, well, I've only been out here for a half an hour. Must be 9 o'clock, and it's 4 in the afternoon. Okay? We take that into account for not being able to keep things straight. We're not asking for an exact time, but somewhere close is what we're out for. The dates, some guys mess that up even when they're sober. So it's a lot of stuff we take on totality of what we're looking at. Where were you going? Where did you come from? Were you drinking? How big were the drinks? How much did you drink? When we ask how much, we always get told, 2. Why is that? Yeah, it's a good number. Okay, alcohol affects a couple of things first in your body. The first thing it affects is your hearing. That's why when you walk into a bar and your buddy's been there for an hour and he goes, "Hey, what's going on?" Well, he thinks he's whispering, but he can't hear well because that's what alcohol starts affecting, and he's screaming at you. You go to a party and the music's blaring. People can't hear as well. What it also affects is your short-term memory. Okay, you tell me 2 drinks because that's only the last 2 you can remember. You've already forgotten the 10 you drank.